Guys, I still can't believe I had a beer with Anthony Bourdain. So to celebrate, I'm making an amazing chorizo dish that is featured in his new cookbook, Appetites. Check it out. Amazing. Cool. Awesome recipe. Is really simple. You don't like clams. You don't like chorizo. Andrea is like you know, totally grossed out by clams. She left the building, so she's not even here. So I'm going to eat for once. But in the meantime, I made you guys some spice nuts from the cookbook. These are really awesome.
Really good.
They're amazing, right?
So
Perfect
good.
with the beer.
Is drinking beer with us just as good as drinking with Anthony Bourdain?
Not nearly as fun. No. Not nearly as exciting. I see you guys every day. I'm sorry. But, you know,
Yeah, all right,
but
cheers.
even though you guys drink away, even though you guys don't like clams and mussels, I think it's a cool thing to show viewers at home because it cooks really fast, relatively inexpensive, and delicious. So a weekday meal, you can do this in 5 to 6 minutes. Like, it really takes that quick. But you have to know what you're doing, or you might get violently ill.
Oh, yeah.
No good.
Or, yeah, or you could, if at a dinner party, you can send everyone home quickly.
Right.
Yeah,
Not
with a
good.
bad
So,
clam.
Yeah.
a few very important rules. Number one, if you see a clam or a mussel chipped, cracked, throw it away. Don't run the risk of getting sick. This is not a good sign. These are living things. So it goes from alive to when we cook it right away. So don't use a cracked one. Number two, if you have a clam or mussel that's open, really important, Jessi, take this.
Okay.
So these are living things, okay? If they're open, you want to do a quick experiment, give it a gentle tap, and it should close. Imagine you're knocking on his door, and he's still alive, and he'll close his door if he's alive.
Oh, he closed. Okay,
There.
he's home.
He's home, he's safe, he's still alive. You don't want to eat a dead clam or mussel. Very bad.
about
So give it a gentle tap on your plate.
Hello.
Gentle, yeah, and see.
Hello, little guy. Oh, no.
No.
Oh, nothing.
No, not good. Oh, wait, it
he
did
closed.
close. It did close. So that's healthy. That's
No,
okay.
That means I'm going to go take him and
I want
throw
him. He's
back
not a
into
pet.
the ocean.
No,
everybody.
that's a
I'm
good
gonna-
step. And guys,
him.
also, if it smells fishy, and sometimes I've told this to people, and they're like, well, what's fishy? You'll know if it's fishy. Smell them. Smell the
yeah.
bag they come in. If they're fishy, you don't want to eat them. They should smell like the ocean. They should smell fresh, but not fishy, per se, okay?
Yeah.
So no cracks, no fishy smell. They should close. And after you cook them, if they haven't opened, if they're still closed, try to discard them. Don't eat them. They should be open after you cook them.
Awesome.
Okay? So for this amazing Bourdain recipe, we start with high-quality chorizo. I know you love paprika. So chorizo is a cured kind of pork with paprika and lots of fat. This is a good quality paprika. You can see the difference between, like, this is like $10 more. But
Wow.
it's worth it because you have high-quality pork. It's been cured for a good amount of time. High-quality smoked paprika.
So chorizo should really be like deep and rich in color, not
Yeah.
look like a pink hot dog.
Well, this is like a pink, you're right.
Yeah.
This is like a pink, you know, discount, quote-unquote, chorizo, but who knows what's in there. This is a beautiful, and look what happens when you render it out. You get this amazing color from the rendered fat, from the nice smoked paprika. It's delicious. So we start with this, and the smell alone from
Record,
this.
thank you for inviting me to your literal sausage party. Appreciate
Well,
it.
you have the nuts as well, so go nuts.
Yeah, go nuts.
Just saying, there's a theme here. So guys, we've got our chorizo rendering out, the fat and the smoked paprika's coming out. The next step is to take some leek. Leek has got a beautiful, mild onion flavor, and you could see, I especially like from the middle of the leek. Here's a little mild, and here's super tough. The dark part of the leek is really kind of fibrous and tough. You have to cook it for a long, long time to alleviate that.
Do we ever use that? Like, would that be for a soup or something like that?
Yeah, I would go longer, a longer cook for this. Again, this is a little mild, so this is the kind of the best part of the leek, the middle ground. And I'm gonna get in there,
Got it.
throw it into this fat, let it get all coated. Listen to that noise. Perfect.
Nice.
A little bit of garlic. Chopped garlic here is waiting for me, the magic of TV. But again, even if you do this at home, this takes a few minutes to chop up. You could smell the garlic right away from the
awesome.
chorizo.
What you were eating with Anthony Bourdain?
This is what
during
we're
that
eating.
interview? So you prepared it for him?
I did.
Did
That's
you?
why I had a few beers. I was nervous. Yeah, he didn't seem to really mind. He was really more concerned with the beer. Getting out of there, to be honest with you. Again, we didn't become best friends yet,
Right.
but soon.
No.
So you cook out the rawness of the garlic, the leek, you give it a saute, which is really, really nice, okay? And then we're gonna go in with the clams in our liquid. Now, super important, again, we don't wanna chip our clam. So you wanna go kind of gently into your pot,
And these are, oh, okay.
okay? I've scrubbed these clean. Sometimes they're sandy, so you don't want any sand. And you don't want to put the whole thing in there. We're not going for a mountain of clams, okay?
Okay.
You want a nice single layer so that they have a chance to steam in the white wine and the tomato. Otherwise, they might not cook. And you don't want that. So if you have to do a couple batches, do a few batches. It's better that way. A nice single layer Beautiful white wine.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
This is such an impressive, fancy thing to
Right.
serve for a dinner party.
Absolutely. So just make sure they're safe and your guests won't die, and that's good. A little bit of tomato.
Is there a rule for how many you should serve per person? Like, is it like a pound a person, or I don't know? Like, what would be?
Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, a pound also includes the shell and all
Right,
that. So
'cause it's-
even if you go pound, pound and a half, it's not an issue.
That's not
and again,
bad.
these are pretty inexpensive. So
Right.
mussels, I mean, you can get a pound, 2 pounds of mussels, including the shell, and that's not an issue when you have the bread, and it's really nice.
Right,
meat.
it's a sauce and.
Don't
Sure.
let him talk about you that way. You are not cheap.
That is
You
not a
are.
pet.
I've
Not a
named
pet.
him. We are friends.
Not a pet.
Fabio, my muscle.
So guys,
not
I'm
going
running
in your
over
pot.
as Jessi talks to her new pet because we want the liquid to reduce down a little bit, and then I'll cover in steam. In the meantime, I've got some toasted bread here, which is perfect for a dish like this because then you dip it into your sauce of the tomato and the wine and the rendered out chorizo fat. You take this hot thing here and you take fresh garlic and rub it right on the bread.
Oh.
Can we all
smell
smell
the
that?
garlic.
I mean, that is
Smell the garlic? Yeah.
delicious.
That's all you have to do. You don't even have to chop it, but it gets into the bread.
Warm garlic.
Is this smell making
This-
you want to eat
No,
clams?
no. The garlic smells awesome. I just don't do seafood. But if you want like some chorizo.
Oh,
no?
you know what? I'm fine.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah,
it's so
we're
tasty.
good.
We cover in steam. So now we
That's it.
cover, and the steam will allow those clams or mussels to open up. Again, if one hasn't opened, don't eat it.
Don't eat it. Throw
Don't
it
take
out.
the chance, okay? With this, don't risk it. And then after, 4 or 5 minutes, you take a peek. Some should be glorious, some should be open.
Oh, ta-da.
Glorious.
Oh, that's glorious.
So you don't like that, you don't like that. I'm gonna have some. Steven, try the chorizo while you're at it. You can just eat
The
that.
chorizo is fantastic. I've been
Oh,
eating tons of it. It
goodness.
literally melts in your mouth because, like you said, this is a really high-quality chorizo.
Right.
So
Don't
you start
eat
with
that.
good ingredients because you just have very limited ingredients.
See how open they are? You've
That-
got the cooked clam here. Awesome.
Really looks
Some bread.
beautiful. Wow.
on my own.
Fantastic. Beautiful. Well done. Well done. Guys,
Do you love food? Do you love me? If you said yes to both of these things, you're in luck. And if you said yes to one of these things, shame on you. I'm adorable. Hit subscribe right now for new and exciting recipes, trends, and much more, especially from me.